I have an online course, if there's something I want to sell, especially something motivational, I would sell it at the beginning of the year because I'm going to get a lot of customers. Because there's this fever everybody gets at the beginning of the year where there's a rush. Everybody's trying to do something. So if I were to sell something or market something, I would do it at the beginning of the year. I would only target the beginning of the year to market this course, this product. Oh, you need to lose weight, you need to do something. I'm just going to pour it out at the beginning of the year, especially the first few days, the first week, the second week, and that's all. I will just target them because I know people are willing to do. Because there's this thing I call the New Year fever. Everyone, it seems a lot of people catches this fever, and it's only and they only get this fever at the beginning of the year. They are trying to do something. Anything you tell them to do, everyone wants to do it. They want to take their course. They want to get motivated. They want to watch their video. And so even at the beginning of the year, you get people watch a lot of videos. Your videos, you share your videos, people are going to watch it. Watch it. They want to get motivated. And so it's at the beginning of the year, some people remember they need to set the goal. They need to start their weight loss journey. They need to start saving money. They need to do a New Year resolution. There's something they need to change. And then this fever is very high at the first few days of the month. And then after 1 week or 2 weeks, it's gone. Even before the month end, even before January is over, it's gone. I mean, even all the courses they paid for, they can't, all the courses that was paid for, it's not, nobody continue, a lot of people do not continue again. The books they wanted to read, because somebody came to post, I've already read 5 books at the beginning of the year. I mean, we just started the year. How have you read 5 books? I mean, we just started the year. How? And then you go and buy 5 books that you know you can't even read even one. And then you start. And after 1 week, you can't even read anymore. You register for those courses. They tell you this course is what you need in 2026. You register. This one you need, you register. You know you don't have the time. You know it's not what you need. But because they said it, because you have that fever, you register for it. And then before you know you're stuck, you spent your money. You want to start a saving. You in rush, you start it. You even start with 100,000 or 10, even though you know you probably can only afford 5. But they said you should start 10. You started. And then you can't keep it up. There's a weight loss journey. You started. You can't keep it up. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have that. But I'm saying that when you get caught by this fever, you're unable to keep up because you didn't start the right way, with the right intention, and with the right mindset. You know yourself, your capabilities, what you're capable of. You know what time you have. You know who you are, what you can do. So, what do you do in order for you not to be caught by this fever? You intentionally enter into the year. So instead of waiting until the beginning of the year before you start the year, you intentionally plan your year ahead. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. God owns everything. He's the one that orders ourselves and decide. And so you can have everything planned out perfectly and something is going to happen. But it's better to plan and commit that plan into God's hand. I mean, even the Bible says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your understanding. All your way acknowledge God and He will direct your path. And that's why you need to prayerfully and intentionally plan your year before the year ends. So you don't get caught up by this fever and you get unproductive. Because imagine you end up trying to do so many things, and then at the end of the day, you see yourself unproductive. You have so many courses you started, you have this you want to do, you have goals that are not aligning with what you need to do or what you can even do. And at the end of the day, you end up doing nothing because you are confused. There's so much. You're trying to do this, you are everywhere, and time is gone. And before you know, you've not started the year very well. And then it's hard to continue the year, and you see yourself becoming unproductive as the year goes. So you don't want to be caught up in this. So the best way, you prayerfully and intentionally plan the year. First, either you plan the year before the year starts, or you plan intentionally when the year started. How? Like this year, the year is going to end in 2 weeks or 2 weeks plus. Instead of waiting until January before you write your goal, why don't you prayerfully write it from now? Intentionally. Evaluate yourself. Take out time and evaluate your year. What were you able to achieve? What didn't you achieve? What can you do better? What worked for you that you can apply? What didn't work that you can probably let go? What is that thing that didn't work for you that you need to let go? What is those things that worked? What are those goals that you didn't finish? So instead of setting new goals, why don't you continue from where you stopped this year? Instead of doing so many things, why don't you evaluate what worked and continue from there? Learn from learn from that place, from what you've been able to do, and use it to continue. And then when you've done that, you are able to plan intentionally and you enter the year intentionally. I mean, setting goals the right way. What do you want to achieve? Do you want to save more money? Do you want to earn more? Do you want to get a scholarship? Do you want to work? Do you want to improve yourself? Do you want to develop yourself in this way? Is there something you want to do? You outline it. Are there goals, academic goals, career goals, spiritual goals, financial goals, relationship goals? You outline them and you prayerfully write them out what you want to do. That's the best way to plan. And you're intentional. And so you've prepared your mind. You know what you need, not what they are telling you that you need. So even when the fever is coming, you are not caught up by the fever. You know the courses you need to take. You know the things that you need to do, the places you need to be, what you need to do. Is it necessary for you to start a YouTube channel? You intentionally plan for it. You're not starting a YouTube channel because everybody is starting. You've already planned that you want to start. So you already have a plan drafted out on what you want to do. So you're intentionally planning it without being put under pressure. And so as the year is beginning, before that rush comes, before that fever, you've designed your YouTube channel plan. You've even created your first video. So you are entering the year intentionally, not under any pressure, not stressed. And so it's like you would get more results from that. And so you've written your action plans. Not just, I would always say when you meant to make a goal, when you want the goal to be productive, when you want to achieve them, you put an action plan. This is how I want to achieve this. This is what I want to do. This is how I'm going to do it. This is what I need to do that. And then for the other parts, for me, usually what I do at the beginning of the year, I don't do anything or plan anything at the beginning of the year. I take the first few days to rest, to pray, to do retreat. I remember then when I was younger, I and my friend would go into the bush and we would pray and spend time. The first 2-3 days, we are just doing retreats, just spending time with God, hearing from God, deciding what God will have us do for the year. I mean, trusting God for what He will have us do for the year. That's what we do. We don't just write anything. And then in the next few days, we start planning. When that fever has calmed down, when that trigger, that burning desire. I mean, it's good to ride on that wave. Don't get me wrong. For some people, they need to ride on that wave. But the most important thing is sustainability. How do you sustain that wave? How do you sustain it? This is the way. You plan intentionally. Now, if you've been able to plan before and you already had this, discover that even when that wave comes, you will not be pushed anyhow by it. You would rather ride on it and you become more productive. You rather ride on it than being pushed aside. Oh, it's going here, you go. It's going here, you go. It's going here, you go. This is what works personally for me. So for me now, I'm already set to what I want to do. I already know what I want to do for the next part of the year. I'm prayerfully trusting God and allowing Him to direct me on things that I need to do. I won't wait until New Year before I start things I want to change, things I don't want to do, areas I want to work on my life, things I want to be more, areas I want to be more productive, things I want to improve on. I'm already working on that. So I'm intentionally entering the year. Of course, for some persons, they may want to just calm down because of a lot of things that they planned didn't work out. I know that's why I talked about this I posted a video where I talked about how instead of getting discouraged, instead of feeling like you didn't achieve anything, you need to get encouraged and understand. If you sit down and count your blessings, you realize that it's a lot you've done. And so there's a video before this that I say count your blessings, name them one by one. You would think you didn't do so much, and so you may be tempted not to put new goals. I mean, but when you sit down to evaluate, that's why I said doing the evaluation is very necessary. When you do that reflection, evaluation, you will realize you've achieved a lot. You survived. You survived the year. You went through every month of this year, and now you're here. And when you sit down, you discover there were blessings you didn't pray for. There were things, miracles you walked into, opportunities that entered your hands. Now, when you watch that video, you will understand better what I'm talking about. When you watch that video, you see more reasons why you see more reasons to write goals for the next year. I mean, I used to say when you want to write out goals, please write achievable goals. Goals that are achievable. Don't write goals that you know you cannot achieve. Please write goals that are achievable, goals that are time bound, things you can do. Things you can do, not just because I want to write goals. And it's okay to not write so many goals. Your goal may just be want to do a few things and that's all. The most important thing is to stay consistent. Get a plan, how you need to achieve those plans, and then you take it one step at a time. One of the things that have helped me to be more productive is taking it one step at a time. So if you don't want to be caught by this fever, until you don't stay unproductive the next year, please do all of this and even more. Thank you so much for joining me again on this YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to watch. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share. Thank you again. And I would see you on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Always subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to watch my videos. Don't forget to share. Thank you so much and bye.